Uh, so this next segment is called Many Good, Some Bad. So we all can agree Blizzard has been more or less knocking it out of the park in terms of the features and occasional skin updates, lore stuff, and they've been holding up their end of the bargain or their word when they announced the changes they were going to do at BlizzCon. And I feel like every month or so we've had some really big things like Nexomania and all that stuff. So, but there's some bad shit to accompany it. So, one of them is with the past season being launched, minor regions got the shit under the stick because of the new Masters strict matchmaking system. And there's been dozens of posts on Reddit saying, I have been waiting 5 hours for a Hero League match. What the fuck? For a week
Yep.
now. Or 2 weeks? 2 weeks
So
now.
it's still running. The clock's still going on that guy.
And
Is he even
today, Blizzard announced that they just reverted the changes for minor regions.
going?
It took 2 weeks for you guys to realize that people have been waiting in fucking queue for 5 plus, some guys 12 plus 20 hours just to see how
Yeah.
far they can push it.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty ridiculous.
And during that, was it? You have to rank decay if you're not playing.
Oh yeah, that's
Worry
right.
about that
He's
kicking
decaying
in.
right now. You're right.
You can't get rank decay if you haven't done your placements because you're waiting 10 hours every game.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He would decay while in queue.
It's like, no, I don't want to decay.
I've noticed even playing in the U.S. on I guess a major region that my queue times have increased. It took me my first placement game. It took me a while to find a game. Like I waited in like 10 minutes, and I was just like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go search another mode." I did it like another time and waited 10 minutes, and was like, "All right, fuck it! I'm just gonna play on ranked draft." When I finally waited, it took me like 20 minutes to find my first game. I've never had anything near that long. Maybe in Team League, I've waited that long, but this was like in Hero League on like a Saturday. When there's a
Dang.
ton of people
What
playing.
the fuck?
Dang.
So I've noticed personally that with the changes in matchmaking for Hero League, my queue times have increased.
My queue times in the beginning of the season, obviously all the hardcore masters and GMs are trying to grind. So it was sometimes insta queue, like 30 seconds on average, I guess, for 50 games. And then I guess as the week pressed on, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting around 3 to 4 minutes, which is not bad for Masters Hero League at all. Because towards the end of the last season, when there's not as many players playing, since the season's been going for 3 months, I was waiting like what 5-ish to 10. So
Yeah, that's like what I'm averaging right now.
yeah,
I don't know what you guys are talking about. My games, I get them within 2 minutes.
Yeah, because the silver player pool is huge. You're a man of the
Sometimes-
people down there.
Sometimes like 20 seconds I get a game. That's awesome. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's the silver lining. That it-
Oh god, that's
That's
so bad.
that was good. That was clever.
No, that was
I
bad.
like it.
I
you
just
kidding
understood
me?
it.
Oh wow, somebody's slow. I got that.
I was
immediately.
reading chat. And that's my excuse.
Okay, you mean you're doing Tower Baron's job?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but queue times for me have been okay. It just seems like Scott's is an outlier. I don't know, but how has your wait times been anything as long as your placement games ever since you placed?
I'm probably waiting on average around like 8 minutes per game.
Oh shit! Damn.
It's pretty long.
Yeah, Sasa, we're just talking about the minor regions getting fucked over because of the long wait times. But good news is they reverted the change, so all those Masters players in minor regions get to play with Plat players again. Nice, woo!
well, they get to play, right? Period.
Yeah.
They're
They get to
playing
play.
games.
Well, it doesn't
Period.
have to be plat players. They could go and tighten up what they used to be, because it used to be like, or with the new changes, if you're master, you don't play with anyone below Diamond 1. You know, if they increased it to maybe like all the
No,
way
as
to like
I
Diamond
understand
3,
it, those minor regions are that low that you regularly match up with people 2 divisions below you, even
you know what I'm
gold
saying?
players.
You could tighten it up to like
Gold.
only Diamond and above type of deal.
That's what they did, right?
Well, you could only play a Diamond 1 and up if you're a Masters.
Yeah.
If they
And
made
they're
it
that
like Diamond 5
and that
through
that
1.
many players didn't exist in Diamond 1 Plus to they couldn't find 10 players on at the same time like that. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, but I'm saying if
Mm-hmm.
you just increase it to the whole scope of Diamond, you know you're going to be waiting longer, but you should find a game. You don't have to include plat or gold players. You can tighten up those restrictions a little bit, just like not super tight.
But they loosened but people still 20 hours in couldn't find matches. How loosened do you think it was after that many hours and they still couldn't find diamonds and masters?
Fuck, I don't know. I'd have to read the patch notes for how much because they did say on the minor regions that they did loosen after a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they tried to
Yeah,
do.
I was thinking because on major regions they don't loosen at all, right?
Mhm.
It's
So
just super
Sasa says
restricted.
in chat, every South American master in GM I know draft reports that never gets 5v5 with the same rank. So it's a reality. They wait a long time and they also get really shit drafts. But it's the better alternative to not even getting a game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just sucks. Like, I mean, I've talked to Sauce and he says he can't play Hero League and he's in Brazil because the queue times are too long. That's why he plays on U.S. servers.
Me too.
And he suffers like what 200, 300 ping.
Yeah, but he still takes that as opposed to waiting 20 plus minutes for every single game.
God damn. Well, good news is Blizzard reverted the change. Bad news, 120 ping, Sasa says. Okay. That's still a lot of ping. Bad news is you still get shit matches because minor regions suck. But my question is this irreversible damage? Because a lot of players quit.
I'd see a lot of the
Or
high
stuff.
level players quitting or taking a break that were in these regions. If you can't find a game, I mean, you can't play the game if you can't find a game. Might as well do something else with your time.
True.
I swear, if I wait more than 5 minutes for a game, I'm switching game modes.
Yeah, if I had to wait even 15 minutes for every single game I had to find, I'd probably stop playing, let alone the hours that they're waiting.
Yeah, and also like you wait 20 hours once. How many times are you going to wait 20 hours again? Never, right? So
Never
it's a
again.
self-perpetuating problem. Just people are not going to play anymore.
Yeah, alienating your player base at that point.
The biggest thing that gets me, yes, you did this thing that good looks on paper, which we all agreed it looks great on paper, and it seems to be working out for the most part. But it took you 2 weeks to recognize that there was a problem and you fix it. While the rest of the fucking community knew for 2 weeks, like how obvious of a big problem this was.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Sucks. The player base is just not that big. That's the biggest issue. If Blizzard was able to get more people playing the game, it'd be easier to find games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
It's just
anyway.
back to the whole. Yeah, that's the whole 2 week rule, right? Like, wait 2 weeks, see what happens, and they did that, and kind of shitty in this terms because it's not just a balance patch; it's a can I play the game patch kind of problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll move on to the next topic.